Hello friends and welcome to PilatesFusion here on Marie Green Yoga, and these 30 days sessions of PilatesFusions is layered between 30 sessions of yoga, and it's a little bit to prepare for the yoga practice, but it certainly is also to use individually to get strong and healthy in our core. And today we are doing front side, back side a little bit to prepare and get ready for the next videos practice for Pincha Mayurasana. So with that said, this is individual. This is for anybody who would like to do leg drops, chest lifts, pelvis clock to untie the lower back and activate the lower abdominals. We have rolling like a ball, series of 5, and we have plank, and we have climbing like not like a tree, but climbing the tree as well. So let's start by just simply laying onto our backs and take a block underneath our head to start with. And we'll stay right there. So come on down onto your back and take a block behind your head and get situated to relax your shoulders and instead engage in towards the lower abdominals. And from this place, we're going to hold this place right below the belly button, and we call it the 12 o'clock spot, which is the top ridge of center top ridge of our sacrum, and then we'll take it down to the tip of the tailbone, the 6 o'clock spot. So we go 12 o'clock and 6 o'clock, and we isolate and just use the lower abdominals to move our hips anterior and posterior and activate right the space below the belly button. Lower abs, no glutes, no quads, no hamstrings, just abs, like connecting and getting it a little squeeze at the very end. And what this helps with is to untie knots in the lower back, and might be some spontaneous adjustments. And it also helps us to access into the lower abdominals, the core that sometimes gets a little deactivated because our glutes and our quads and our hamstrings, they're like, and hip flexors, they want to just take the job and help out with all sitting, standing, and lifting. So by doing 6 o'clock and 12 o'clock today, we help to strengthen into lower abs. This also certainly helps for when we have inversion practices in our yoga classes. But today, this also is simply here to activate lower abs and to help us untie knots in the lower back sacrum area. We'll do another 4 here, 12 o'clock and 6 o'clock and 12 o'clock, lower abs, and 6 o'clock and 12 o'clock and 6 o'clock and 12 o'clock and 6 o'clock. And then we'll come to center and make a couple of loops around for the whole sacrum, finding and tracing the triangle bony part at the base of the spine. And then we'll take it the opposite direction, finding and tracing the triangle bony part to counterclockwise and loosening up and activating muscles and flow into the hips. And one more little loop around. And then we're going to take our arms up to the sky and our legs up to tabletop and pull the belly button in. Opposite arm, opposite leg extends away from the midline. The 12 o'clock spot at the sacral is into the mat. There is no space between the mat and your lower back. Very plugged in. Lower abs is helping us to plug all the way in. And we'll do opposite arm, opposite leg, and opposite arm and opposite leg. And we'll keep on going, opposite arm and opposite leg. And again, opposite arm and opposite leg. And opposite arm, opposite leg. Pulling like we are kind of being gently pushed opposite directions, and the core has to plug in to help and activate to bring the arm and the leg back. Lower back in the mat, we'll do another 4 here. This is 1, and this is 2, and we have 3, And then we'll have 4 and come back and put the feet onto the mat. Hands on each side and windshield wipe your legs side to side. And get a little nice stretch into the side body, adductors, abductors, knees maybe even. And we'll do one more here, and then we'll take our block from the head and put it between the inner knees to squeeze the inner knees and head down onto the mat. Take a pause, and then from there, pull the belly button all the way in and hands behind the head, elbows slightly up towards the sky and an angle, and we lift chest lifts. And we'll take ourselves as far down on the spine as we can, below the shoulder blades. And then we'll go down to about the middle of the shoulder blades and then back up again, and keeping a nice activation on the entire front side of the belly, of the front plate of the spine. And we exhale up and inhale down, and exhale and inhale. Lower back stays in the mat so that we are engaging the abdominals, not the hip flexors. And we'll keep on going, exhaling, inhaling, exhaling and inhaling, and exhaling, inhaling, exhale and inhale. And we'll do another 10 right here. And we keep on going, and then we do some pulses after that. Let's do 8 more, and 7, and 6, and 5, and 4 more. Squeeze the block, and 3 more, and keep squeezing, and 2 more, and keep squeezing, and 1 more. And then we keep holding it all the way to the max so we can reach up, and then we pulse up here. From pubic bone to belly button to sternum, we hold nice and strong, and we pulse and we pulse and pulse. And for 10 more, and 9 and 8, lift a little higher, 7 and 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1, and bring it all the way back down, and take the block to the side. For now, we'll stretch the right leg up into the sky, hands around the hamstrings, left leg forward. Just preparing our legs for leg drops and then climbing the tree. And sacrum is down, there's a slight lift in the lower back, and the abdominals are very active. And switch sides. Hands interlaced around the left belly of the hamstring. Push the hands and the hamstrings into each other. Sacrum down. One more breath. And slowly bring it all the way back down. Take your block. This is where we can have one block underneath the head so that we are not using our neck or scalenes or shoulders, chest. And then we'll take one block and put it long way on the right front side of the shin, on the muscly area, and the left hand. So we're crossing arm and leg, and then the left leg comes up to the sky. The right hand can be to the side, and then we drop and bring it back up. So left hand, right shin is pressing into the block together, and we are dropping the left leg and bringing it back up, and dropping and bringing it back up. And this should be felt a good amount on the left side of the belly. Obliques, transverse abdominals, lower abs, really all the way to the intercostal layers, serratus, between the ribs. And for the next one, we can keep the hold, but you can take the block away for the head and take your hand behind, and we can lift up and meet as we bring the opposite leg up towards the sky. And lower back is in the mat, lots of holding into the front side of the spine. Exhale and inhale and exhale and inhale and exhale and inhale and exhale and inhale, and 2 more. Exhale and inhale and exhale, and releasing back down. Take a little pause, one block behind the head for comfort, one block onto the left shin, the long way, right hand onto the block, left hand next to the left hip and the right leg comes up, and then we press the hand and the block into each other and drop the right leg and bring it back down. Lower back is into the mat, and lengthen the leg on the way down and lengthen it on to the way back up, and exhale and inhale, and exhale and inhale, and exhale and inhale, and exhale and inhale. And we keep on dropping. There should be a good, strong feeling of activation of abs on the right side, front support, all the way from the right rib cage side area down towards the lower abdominals. 4 more here, and then we'll take that block away, and 2 more, and 1 more. And then take your legs up, take the block to the side behind your head, left hand behind the head, and then we'll drop and lift back up, and drop and lift back up, and drop and lift back up, and drop and lift back up. And we'll do another 4 here, and another 3, and another 2, and 1 more. And then from there, take it all the way back down. Oh, I hope you felt that. I sure did. Take the blocks to the side, and we will start our journey to stretch the legs, curve the belly, and reach our way up to our leg. Hands underneath the knees. Let's roll all the way up to a comfortable seat. And then from here, take your right leg up to the sky, and the left leg is forward. And we give ourselves just a nice big stretch right here. Sit nice and tall, and then walk your hands down your back of your right leg and roll your way down, all the way down towards the floor, and take your hands all the way towards your seat. And then we're gonna tuck the chin in, walk the hands, and reach your right leg, and take your hands around the ankle and fold. And then we'll do that again, walking down, holding the front side nice and strong, and coming all the way down. Tuck the chin, and we'll walk our way back up and see if we can keep that left leg nice and steady and not going forward or pulling back, but just using the core to keep our legs in a nice even direction. And 1 more, lifting up, walking our way all the way up. We're going to go down and up 1 more time, and then we're going to switch sides. Walk it down, engage your abs, roll down nice and slow each and every vertebrae. And 1 more, walking your way up, and take your hands over to the ankle and give yourself a nice big stretch right here, and slowly release and come with your legs forward. And we have our second side, 5 climbing the trees. First, we start by taking the left leg up and give it a big nice stretch, and sitting nice and tall. And then we pull the belly button in, and then we'll walk our way down, hands behind the knee, behind the hamstrings. Stretch your right leg forward and come back down. Tuck your chin in, walk your hands up the back of the leg, use your abs, keep your right leg nice and anchored. It's not moving. It wants to move, but it's not allowed to. It's going to just plug into the front side of the core and use our center to walk our way, not by pushing that right leg forward. And hands to the side, and we walk back down. Engage the core, walk your way down, and we'll take it up and down 1 more time. Walking your way up, and elbows to side, and coming all the way back down. And 1 more, all the way up. Tuck the chin and bring yourself all the way back up, and we get a good nice stretch right here. Elbows to side, point to flex or floint your toes, anything that feels good for the ankles. And then we'll bring it all the way back down, and come to the middle of the mat. I kind of scooted off there. So come to the middle front of the mat, and we're gonna roll like a ball for 10 times, 5 hands under, 5 hands below, and then we'll come to series of 5 with maybe a block or maybe no block. You choose. Hands underneath the knees. Pull yourself in, squeeze everything in, roll to the middle of the shoulder blades. Keep your legs together. Massage each and every vertebrae. And there's just like a pearl band onto the spine. So we keep on holding those lower abs in so the lower back is nice and accessible as well. One more. Exhale, squeeze everything, and come back up. And take your hands below the knees somewhere if it's available. If not, keep your hands underneath, legs together, squeeze everything, chin in, shoulders away from ears, roll it like a ball to the middle of the shoulder blades and back up. And again. And exhaling on the way down, and inhaling on the way up. 2 more, and squeeze all of the muscles you have to bring yourself back down and back up. And take your feet down, get yourself down onto the back, and take a block for the head so that we are only accessing our abdominals. If your neck is wanting to not have a block, by all means, take the block away. This is for comfort and so that we can focus on the core. Pull the belly button in like you have a big baby elephant sitting on the belly. There's no space between your lower back and the mat. Knees to chest. Right leg in, left hand inside the right leg, and the right hand outside on the ankle. And we double pulse, and we double pulse, and we double pulse, and we double pulse, and we exhale, and we use the power of the core to switch the legs, and the hands are just there to guide. And we double pulse, and double pulse, and double pulse, and double pulse. 2 more. Exhale, exhale, and exhale, exhale. Both knees into the chest. Extend arms and legs, and circle the arms, hands by ankles. Exhale the air, and lengthen. Hold on to the front side, and squeeze the air out. Contract all the muscles, and keep them contracted as you extend out. And circle the arms. Lower back stays in the mat. Extend arms and legs, and circle. Exhale, and extend, and circle. And we'll do 1 more. Extend arms and legs, and exhale. And then we'll take the right leg up, left leg forward, double pulse, double hamstring stretches with the help of the core, and the fingers, hands are just there to guide. And we exhale, 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 and switching lower back in the mat. Use the power, quick switches, and we'll do another 4 and 3 and 2 and 1, and both legs up, thumbs underneath the sacrum or behind the head if you have your head lifted, and we lower and lift. Double leg stretches. Lower back is in the mat, and the hands can help to kind of posterior tilt the pelvis to help us access the deeper lower abs and access safety and a plugged in feeling to the lower back connection. We'll do another 2 here. Lower and bring it back up, and lower and bring it back up. Keep the hands under the hips. Bend your knees and bicycle. And knees straight in, knees straight out. Big wide bicycle moves. Lower back in the mat. Super strong in the front side. And circle the legs. And we keep on going for another 10 and 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, and 3, and 2, and 1, and knees into chest. And we are finished with series of 5. Take the block to the side, and arms to the side, windshield wipe your knees side to side. And then from here, we're gonna make our way up to tabletop. So however you would like to come to your tabletop. I'm going to tuck the toes under and spread the fingers. And from here, double up the mat if it's uncomfortable for your knees always, or put a blanket under the knees. I'm tucking the toes today. I have my knees down, pull the belly button in, and we empty all the air. Massage the front side, activate all the muscles we used. And exhale, come to neutral. And we'll do it again. Exhale all the air out. And of course, keep on breathing, but keep the contraction of the abdominals in and up. And release back down. And neutral spine. And then one more time. Exhale, exhale, exhale. And holding the front of the belly button all the way into the front of the spine. One more breath. And exhale, release. And then we'll come to our forearms. We take the knees back, and from here we can come to half plank. And I wouldn't say half, I would say plank with knees down. It's all a plank, and they're all pretty darn hard, however you access them, and very engaging. So whether you have your hands down or forearms down, forearms today if you would like to, and pull the belly button in and scoop the tailbone down towards the center of the heels. And we have that nice connection of the front side, so it's like my spine is arching because the front side is really hugging in, and we have like little wings on the kidneys helping us to really engage into the front side. And from here, if your toes are tucked, you can lift off the knees, and we'll stay here for another 10 or so breaths, flushing the forearms down, lifting the front side up and away, and pull from knees to quads to belly button to sternum. And one more breath. And exhale, release, knees down, come all the way down onto the belly. And take your palms next to your shoulders and pull yourself forward and up for a cobra pose of your choice to stretch the front side. And exhale, come back down, tuck the toes, come to knees and hands and toes, come to elephant pose, walk your feet in. Press the feet down, press the hands down, vacuum suck the belly button again, expand the back body, stretch the back of the legs. One more breath, and then we'll step the feet out and pedal into the back of the legs. Lift the upper arm bones. And we are complete. We can come down onto the knees. You can certainly take child's pose or a resting pose on your back, or go about your day, drink a little extra water, maybe some electrolytes if it's warm where you are, and replenish your body. And I appreciate doing Pilates Fusion with you here on my YouTube channel. And subscribe, share with a friend, and I look forward to seeing you into our next session. And I cannot wait. Thank you.